have never been boxed like this before in NBA 2K25. This lockdown build, Stage Hawking, Veteran 4, this lockdown build had made me delete every single build I have that did not have bronze strong handle. You see, I've been running up VC in the stage. We are north of 100k VC. No money spent build. The new prototype that will be able to stop a lockdown like this with ease is in the works. Trust and believe me. And I've already put it to the test, an alternate version that I made in season 1. I had made an alternate version of the build that can stop a lockdown like this on ISO and with screens. And I'm not talking about a 6'2". It's a build that I spent hours in my league trying to formulate. But here we were running up VC with no strong handle. This build is immaculate. It's the perfect build, but if I could go back, I would give it strong handles, because you're gonna see without strong handles, a lot of the bumps that I forgot exist in this game came right back at the worst time. We were on a 5-game streak at the time on the 5K court, and some 10K court warriors pulled up. Familiar with the Stage Hawking dude, and even this play shots guy we played last year. He was a Zener, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, but if you played comp stage, now look at this. Boom. Automatically, I already knew, hey, you got me. You got me. I got caught locking. There's no way. This is going to be a full-out war, and I'm pulling up with a water gun to a gunfight. This is not going to be good. I already knew this is going to get ugly. I'm going to have to really play some chess out here to be able to score. Because not only is his build fast with the 97 speed, 99 perimeter, 96 agility, he has the 99 steal to be able to rip you when he does bump you. Being that I only play the game 1 to 2 times a week, Saturday and Sunday, I had completely forgotten the reason why I didn't make builds with less than a 60 strength anymore is for this very reason. Even though the lockdown builds I had played when I had started making bronze strong handle builds had nowhere near the stats that you see this guy with. But I was quickly reminded of why, if you're going to ISO or even just play guard, try to get that bronze strong handle, because it does limit the bumps. As you see right here, I'm getting that dunk. I'm playing chess. I'm trying to keep us in the game. I'm trying to keep him from bumping me. Once he gets into the vicinity and bumps you, it's pretty much over. And you see right here, I can't believe this. This was a lot. We're on a 5-game streak. Mike Wang just decides to turn off my green window, and I get ripped. I already knew this is going to be bad, because I'm all here dominating on the 5K. 5-game streak, and we Veteran Force pull up, and all of a sudden the sliders change. No, I can't hit an open shot, right? That's just how it goes when you're playing this game. Right here, I had got him, but I messed up on the move. At this point, you already know the palms are sweaty. You're over here getting tracked down like a hunter. The build that you have is not sufficient enough to go against the build that he's using. If the build was sufficient enough, it's let the best man win each possession. But it's not let the best man win each possession only. It's let the best man with the best build. My build, unfortunately, it's really good. This build is really good because I've ran up over 100k VC with it in literally 2 days. Playing a weekend. I'm a weekend warrior right now. I cannot play the game every day. It's really good. But guess what? It's missing something. And it's easy to get what it's missing because it doesn't cost much to get that strength. Drop the steal if you're making this build. If you haven't made this build yet, drop the steal to at least an 80, probably 82 or 81. If you really care about steals and you're going to get Veteran 2, you can put the steals up. But put that strength up, all right? Put that strength up and see if you can get that 60 strength. That will make a night and day difference. But here's another thing as you're watching the gameplay. As he plucks me right here, I'm starting to use screens with it because I'm not stubborn. If somebody has my card, I told you guys this beginning of this year, you've seen me doing it. I'm going to call for the screens, all right? Because they have my card. I'm trying to win. It's very difficult, but I'm trying to win, all right? But guess what? Even with the screens, the strong handle is important. You're going to see, we played it one more time, and I was starting to pour some threes up while I had got warmed up with the screens just 2 games in. I'm not a screens guard, but I can do both. But back to what I was saying, strong handles will help you mitigate some of those bumps that you're seeing. You see, Michael Wang is like evil man sometimes, turning the sliders up and down. When you need him to turn the sliders off, he doesn't do it. But the games that you need, he will do it, right? And so we're back in the game, 2-point game. We're fighting our way. I'm making the right reads because when you're using screens, it's not about scoring 21 points. It's about making the right reads, all right? And with this build, I'm definitely not scoring 21 points on this lockdown build and this lockdown with this build at the current state. No, I can score pretty much close to it with the next build you're going to see. And I played this same exact lockdown build numerous times after I started using the build that I made in season 1. I called it my worst build ever. It's my only build ever with a 99 3-pointer. I'll give you that for those OGs that maybe saw it in a video. It was my worst build. And I came out here dominating with the build because I made it based off, not the meta, based off what I've actually tested in my league. And it's not a 6'4" and it's not a 6'2". That's all I would tell you. And I came out here ISOing and using screens. So I have a chance to take the lead. This is what we want. I just missed the friggin' shot. They say 2 for 5, 2 for 8 off the guard, but they have a 7'2" big in that paint. 99 rebound, you already know how it goes. Their play style is toxic. Chuck threes, grab the rebound, kick it out, and if you miss a shot, other people cherry picking. All right. No, I'm not. I never really fall for that play style. Like I never do that play style because it's not fun to me. But it's possible. So this is our 3rd time. They've already stole 10K off of us, right? So we're trying to get at least some profits back out of that 5-game win streak on the 5K. No, it's already a bad start. You don't want to start like this versus people that sweat the game, right? Every day at the highest level. I'm messing up on my combos. Already can see this is not good. I get an open shot, I green it. I'm using Pro 2 Fade in this gameplay. You know, I'm always changing up stuff. It's a 1-point game. It's a good team that we're going against. This lockdown build is crazy. I'll show you guys the lockdown stats. Not his exact stats because I never took a screenshot of it because I was already in the lab trying to find the build that I believe could stop it. And then I said, oh, wait, I already have a build I believe can stop it. So I brought it out here and tested it out. And it definitely did that. Wait till you see the videos that I have lined up with the new build. And don't get me wrong, 6'4s are still immaculate. I ran up over 100K in 2 days with the 6'4. But guess what? There's a better ISO build out there, a better dual threat build. As I don't even know how that was contested, but it is what it is. It's 9-3, but when you're using screens, the game is never over. Just remember that. The game is never over when you're using screens. I see I'm getting crazy bump animations. This is not a good build to be using in the highest of levels. It's a great build if you're playing park, or a great build if you're playing regular stage. Even on the 5K court, even on the 10K court, I've scored. That just goes to show you how dominant a build like this could be with that strong handle. You're not going to get too much of those bump animations. You'll still get some, but it's not going to be as much. And the reason why I know this is not only because I've been doing it with strong handles for the past few months, but I brought out another build with strong handles just recently after this game. A different height, different speed with ball, different everything. Because if that's what I'm going to get to right now. Shout out to the lockdown. His lockdown build is immaculate and he has the skills to go with it. That's a deadly combo. But hear me out. The speed with ball is going to be necessary. See right here, I don't even know what the heck 2K has me doing missing that shot, because I do not miss that shot. Probably because I was already 1 for 5 or 1 for 4 at the time, getting ripped on everything. But that's how 2K is with the RNG. When you have bad momentums, don't expect to make some shots. But you'll come down and make a crazier shot like this. But it is what it is. My lockdowns and my bigs don't have no, well, my bigs, I should say, don't have no legend dimer like these guys. And they still miss with that. So you know I'm going to miss when the momentums are shifted. But back to what I was saying. Guys, if you're going to ISO somebody like this, all my ISO, strictly ISO players, because I'm not a strictly ISO player. I just love to ISO more than anything because to me, it's the most difficult thing to do, especially this year. Do not come out here without that legend lightning launch if you're going to use a 6'4 in the real comp stage. I'm telling you, you're not going to want to do that. Now, if you're using screens, it doesn't matter. That regular Hall of Fame lightning launch will do. But if you're going to ISO with that lightning launch on Hall of Fame, you're asking for trouble versus a lockdown like this. You understand me? The only way I would recommend you use Hall of Fame ISOing versus a lockdown build like this with these stats, not even this lockdown, just a lockdown with a 96 plus speed and a 96 plus agility with 99 perimeter, is if you have a high speed with ball. And I'm talking about anywhere above 91. So automatically a 6'4 cannot get that. My next build, it's an old build. I never dropped a build video because I considered it my worst build, not because of gameplay, but because of the attributes that I tested. I know you guys would probably have the pitchforks out if I had the nerve to post that build. But I brought that build out and I didn't delete this build, all right? Because this build is still immaculate. It's just missing one thing. It is what it is. I'm not deleting this build. This is my best 6'4 build still without the strong handles, right? But I deleted all other builds, especially 6'4 that they do not have strong handle, because this is the best 6'4 build I have still, even with this lockdown. This is one lockdown out of 900 games played that has been able to do this, because this build is so more superior than mine. And obviously, I tried that build from season 1. I played against similar comp stage, real comp stage lockdowns after this guy. His build is immaculate. And I'm going to show you guys the closest thing to his build. But let me tell you something right now. When you see the new build I'm using, my AKA worst build ever in 2K25, based off the defense, you're going to be shocked. And I'm going to break this thing down to a science for those that want to ISO and use screens. This is going to be a shocking revelation, what you're about to see with this build compared to what you just saw right now versus the same lockdown builds. Now, I'm going to play this guy on my new version because I saw the build was working. I ran back all my VC back up and I spent the money halfway. All the VC I earned, I spent it halfway on the new version of the build that I'm going to make with a little bit better defense. That's all I'm going to tell you guys for now. Big up on yourself. Big order mind. We can G1 don't know the thing already. Hit that like button. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. This is the build if you want to make anything close to it. I probably messed up on a few things, but you know where the cap breakers would go eventually if you're smart enough to figure it out. But you need to be a veteran too at least. Big up on yourself. We're gone.